Okay, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to a brand new week of full gameplay streams for all of you. We got a good mix this week of new content, ongoing content, fun stuff, a good variety. Let me tell you everything that's going to happen in just a moment, but first I want to welcome all of you on this lovely Monday morning. What is going on with my, it looked like one of my pieces of art didn't fill the screen. You could see the Spider-Man template on the right-hand side there. That was a little weird. Alright, so welcome everyone. Today is Monday, September 10th, 2018. I am DSP, and I welcome you to a full day of gameplay streaming. 2 streams, which means over 6+ hours of gameplay, over 8 hours here on stream with me today. Hope you guys are excited. What can you expect? What's going on, my friends? Well, I made a choice last night. I had a big choice for today about what I was going to play. I said I could either do more Spider-Man or we could do a session of Dragon Quest. And I kind of thought about it heavily. I was like, man, what do I want to do? And I said, you know, I really am liking Dragon Quest, but right now the Spider-Man hype is real. I've been playing this game now for 2 days. Had a lot of fun with it. It's still going strong. People are excited. Absolutely excited for the game, for the plot of the game, for the side content is even entertaining. Like, everything about the game is good. As I unlock more abilities, the combat's getting better and more awesome, in my opinion. And so I said, you know what? Let's continue on with Spider-Man today, okay? But don't worry. If you're a fan of my Dragon Quest playthrough, you're also going to get what you want this week. This week is going to be a big week of variety on my streams. Allow me to quickly go through the schedule so you guys understand what is coming up. Today, more Spider-Man. Right now on stream, it'll be over 4 hours of gameplay on today's stream. And then later tonight, on my later stream that starts around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, will be the probable conclusion to Dark Souls 3. The reason I say that is because I am in the midst of the Ring City DLC. We're now in the Ring City, and I'm right in the middle of, like, hell. Like, seriously, like, I'm in the middle of this section where I just opened up a shortcut, but this is a very enemy-heavy section. It's tricky. There's a lot of items that I might want to try to grab. At the same time, you know, I don't know if I want to spend as much time on it. I might just keep moving forward through it. I'm almost at the end. I'd say probably another hour to get to the end of the DLC and fight Dark Eater Midir, who's the final boss of that DLC. And then after that, the only thing left in the game is Soul of Cinder, the final boss. So it looks to me like this may be the probable conclusion of Dark Souls 3 tonight after, you know, a playthrough that I've been doing for over 2.5, 3 weeks here. Dark Souls 3 may finally be coming to a conclusion, alright? So that'll be fun tonight. Now, tomorrow, I'm doing things completely differently. We are going to be doing Dragon Quest XI on tomorrow's main gameplay stream. I'm not going to lie, I fully expect that tomorrow we'll have less attendance. There are people who love my gameplay, but for some reason, when I play a JRPG, they shy away, they can't take it, they hate JRPGs for some reason. I love them. And being that this is a new JRPG, I want to continue covering it. So tomorrow will be Dragon Quest XI. If you guys are looking for a more chill stream, come by tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, I'm going to be checking out the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout Beta. This launched today, but I'm purposely not playing it today because I get the feeling that so many people will want to see this today. This is the Battle Royal mode, if you're not aware, in Black Ops 4. I get the feeling so many are going to try to play this today that it's going to be terrible. Like, seriously, I get the feeling that the connections will be bad, and they're going to probably have server issues. I could be completely wrong, but I'm literally staying away on launch day of this because I want to have a good experience with it. So tomorrow night, I'll be checking out the Black Ops mode, or excuse me, the Blackout mode in Black Ops 4, and we're going to see together how it works out. We're going to see how it, you know, how it pans out. Is it good? Is it bad? How, in a first-person shooter like Call of Duty, can they make a Battle Royal mode work? Well, we'll see firsthand tomorrow, okay? Then on Wednesday, it'll be more Spider-Man. So we are actually going to take a break from Spider-Man Tuesday, but I'll be back on Wednesday as my main gameplay stream. And then Wednesday night, I'll be doing a new session of Street Fighter V where I will be trying out a new character that I've never played before. Who will it be? I don't know. There's many characters in the game I'm interested in, including Sagat, G, Blanca, maybe Guile, and maybe 1 or 2 others. Like, there's at least 4 characters that I'm interested in checking out. But the fact is, though, I don't have Guile. So if I'm going to try Guile, I have to buy him, and I'm not going to buy him. So more than likely, it's going to be one of the other characters I already have. But we'll see. You know, I'm thinking about it, and Wednesday night should be fun. I'll go into training mode with one of these characters and mess around, and then we'll do some online matches and see how it goes, okay? Then on Thursday, we're going to rotate back. So on Thursday, we're going to rotate back, and yes, it's going to be Dragon Quest XI again on my main gameplay stream. And then Thursday night will be 2 hours of Spider-Man. I know that's going to be the first major nighttime stream of Spider-Man, but I figure may as well swing back to have a variety day where we do both. And then on Friday, this is the big question mark for the week, guys. Do I play Shadow of the Tomb Raider? It seems that there is a split between my viewership. Like, half the people definitely want to see me play it. Even if the game is bad, they want to see me play it to see if it is bad. And plus, I played the first 2 games of the trilogy, so to see the trilogy end, a lot of people are asking for that. At the same time, okay, it's being flipped on its head, and some people are saying, well, don't play it. Reviews are kind of mixed right now. Reviews are kind of like, well, it ain't so good, and, you know, why play this game when I could focus on other stuff that maybe people would want to see more? I'm not 100%, all right? But we'll see. I'm debating if I should play it or not. If I do play it, it would be a good balance between that, and then the next week there's this game called Transference that is a survival horror style game starring Elijah Wood. That could be interesting to balance with it. And then I'm going to be starting all of my special events for this month, including my 10 years of Rage retrospective special streaming day, where we're going to go back and watch all my old stuff together and react to it together. Also, there's going to be Ask the King returning this month. Also, I'll be starting up a Patron's Choice playthrough, which right now, it's very, very probable that that Patron's Choice playthrough is going to be Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, because the game has now gotten a bunch more votes in the Patron's Choice voting. And so I'll be balancing Phoenix Wright with everything else that I'm doing, at least for the next week or two, until, you know, we get into the heavy major new releases. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm kind of curious to see how they end this trilogy. At the same time, I don't want to commit to a game that's 20, 30 hours long and you guys are bored to tears when I'm playing it. You see what I mean? Now, the difference here is that I now do more interactive streaming. When I played the last Tomb Raider, which I didn't like, I wasn't doing interactive streaming where I was constantly talking with you guys and doing stuff. I was just kind of playing the game. Now, here we are 2 years later. If we're bored with the game, we could talk about it, right? We can have fun. We can have discussions. You see what I mean? Plus, at the same time, you know, it is a trilogy. I've played 2 of the 3 games. It would be nice to see how they decide to end it. And if it's worth playing or not, I don't know, right? So, I don't know. I kind of shrug. Well, I'm gonna think about it all this week. I'm going to try to take in your feedback on if you guys want to see me play Shadow of the Tomb Raider or not. And that'll probably be the determining factor on if I actually get this game on Friday and play it or not. Okay? So, real talk. It's going to be your feedback and your discussions and your, you know, your determination that if I play it or not. Okay? So there you go. This month will be jam-packed full of stuff. There's even more new stuff at the end of the month, including a new Walking Dead episode and Life is Strange 2. But let me tell you, when October starts, it's non-stop new content. It's going to be crazy around here. So, so we'll see moving forward. All right. Okay, guys. So that is the schedule for the next week into a few weeks. Hope you're excited for this week in particular. I mean, Spider-Man, the conclusion of Dark Souls. There were some more new stuff this time in Street Fighter V instead of just Akuma. Much more Dragon Quest. I mean, we're going to have 8+ hours of Dragon Quest XI, which is great in my opinion. I can't wait for that. And maybe even Tomb Raider. So that's a great week. Hope you guys are pumped and you're excited and you'll swing by the streams and hang out with me if and when you can. Okay. Alright, so let's now continue on to the next segment, which is going to be the plugs segment, my friends. Alright? So here's the deal. You guys know that there's many ways you can contribute to help me out, right? You guys know that you can pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. In particular, if you pledge $5 or more this month, you'll be nominating and voting on games for a Halloween horror event, as well as voting on what kind of costume I'll be wearing during that event, okay? In addition, you could buy something from my Teespring shop. My 10th anniversary line of product just launched. In fact, you can see right here, I'm wearing one of the shirts, the King of Retro shirt right now. All right, anything you buy from my Teespring shop helps me out. And you guys are aware that you can cheer and you can sub, and if you do so, you'll get shout-outs on my stream. You guys know all this, right? But I really got to appeal to you in the very short term, okay? In the very short term, guys, I need to appeal to you. Here's why. So I was doing all my stuff last night. Sunday nights is typically when I sit down to pay bills or whatever. And I'm looking at all my finances. Now, normally, today, the 10th of the month, is when I would receive a payment from YouTube. That would be for my YouTube ad revenue, okay? However, in July, YouTube shut off my ads on DSPGaming for 3 weeks. And it wasn't anything I did wrong. It was an internal error on their part where they froze my AdSense account without telling me sometime in the year and a half that it had been not used because I was partnered with Curse. And then I left the partnership with Curse and they had frozen the account. It took them 3 weeks to realize their own internal error and fix it. All right? So because of this, I made no money on YouTube for 3 weeks. That's terrible because I rely on that to pay my bills, and right now all of my bills are coming due. In the first 10 days of this month, my bank account's been completely drained, and now we're at the point where I don't know what's going to happen because I've got 5 days left until I get paid from Twitch for the month of July, which, by the way, July was one of my best streaming months ever, okay? And I just want to say, thank you to everyone who has been supportive in that regard. But I have to get to the 15th, and then that payment has to clear in order for me to continue to pay my bills. And I was like, holy shit, if people hadn't been tipping me recently, I wouldn't have been able to pay my bills up to now. Like, I was looking at it, I was like, damn, as of today, if people had not tipped me, since this payment is not coming this month, I would not be paying my bills now. And that's terrible. It's been your guys' support that has allowed me to keep going here. Now, the good news is, once I get paid for July from Twitch, once I get paid from August for Twitch, these were great months for me on Twitch, and those should end up being really big payouts that are going to help me, and I'm not going to have to really worry about this in the short term until maybe the end of the year when, of course, it's tax time again. You got to worry about all that shit. But basically, once I get past this hurdle, hopefully I won't have to worry about this stuff anymore. Like, I'll be good to go, okay? But I need to get through the next 5-6 days without having my bank account overdrawn and bills unpaid. This sucks, I know. I don't want to bring this shit up, but it's just real talk because YouTube screwed me over by not having advertisements for 3 weeks. I'm now in this very rough position, all right? So I appreciate any of your support, all right? I do. Anything that you guys, support in any way. But if at all you wanted to absolutely be as supportive as possible today and in the next week, please tip me, okay? Please tip me, all right? Tipping me helps me the most because if you tip me during the streams, this goes right to my bank account and I can pay bills with it. So everything else is great, but everything else has a stagger or a delay until I actually get a positive benefit from it. Tipping me, boom, instant, okay? So please, if you absolutely want to help me out and let me continue to do what I do, I mean, coming up this week, we've got Tomb Raider that I might have to buy. Next week, we've got new games. You know what I mean? Like, we got all this stuff coming up. That's all money, and it sucks because I used to be able to have the financial flexibility to not have to worry about this shit. Now I do. I have to worry all the time because YouTube is constantly screwing me, and it's really what happened here. I got screwed over by YouTube here to a point where now, I'm in a rock and a hard place, right? So please, guys, if you can, how do you tip? There's 2 ways you can tip. If you look below my stream, there's a button that says tip jar. If you click on that button, it'll take you to my tips page where you can leave an anonymous tip or your name in a message if you want a shout out during the stream. All right. Or if you can't see that button, just type !tip into the stream chat. All right. Sound good? So either way, please consider it. All right. And I am appreciative of anything. I know some people, like, for example, someone literally just cheered and said, sorry, I can't tip, but here's a cheer. I appreciate that. And that is going to help me in the long term. But right now, I'm in a short-term bad position because of YouTube's bullshit, because of their own screw-up, which, again, oh, we screwed up for 3 weeks, we take all your revenue away, but by the way, we won't actually, compensate you for that. It would literally be like going to work for 3 weeks and not getting paid for those 3 weeks, and then after we're like, well, we're just still not going to pay you, too bad. We fixed it, you're going to continue to get paid now, but we're not going to pay you. And that's literally what happened to me. So, anything you guys can do to get me past this, all right? I appreciate that, okay? And then hopefully, like I said, once this month the Twitch payment comes through, I don't think this will be a problem moving forward. So let's stay of that positive vibe. But I just had to say this up front on today's stream because it's that serious of a situation where I'm so nervous that I'm not going to make it to the 15th. And then if I have unpaid bills and overdrawn account. It's not good. That's going to kill my credit. It's going to screw me over here depending on what doesn't get paid. And it's now no one's fault. It's YouTube's fault. Once again, but they take no responsibility for their fuck-ups. So, thank you guys, all right? I appreciate it. And hopefully, you know, we can get this going, all right? Thank you very much. All right, so now, I've already explained everything. Patreon, Teespring, you guys know if you cheer, sub, or tip during the stream, I'm going to give you a shout-out. I would ask if you are looking for a shout-out, please try to be positive, all right? Please try to keep it, you know, in a positive vibe so that we don't have negativity or drama coming into the streams. As you know, once I start playing games, I don't really bring up stuff outside of the stream. I don't want to talk about other streamers. I don't want to talk about detractors or negativity. I just want to focus on our own positive stuff. I want this to be a chill and fun environment so that we can all hang out together and have fun and not have to worry about all that negative stuff, okay? So please consider, you know, if you're going to do a shout-out, be positive, all right? Don't bring in topics like religion and politics and stuff like that. Also, remember, guys, for the Spider-Man playthrough, we've got all new animations that were designed specifically just for this playthrough. So if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, or $5 or more in a single tip, or if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button, you'll get a fun Spider-Man animation that'll play during the playthrough. So that's pretty awesome. In addition, as you can see, we have the Spider-Man leaderboard, or Spider-Man leaderboard. The Spider Board. No, we've got the stream stats leaderboard at the bottom of the screen. So if you are the current top cheerer or top tipper for today's stream, you will get notoriety for that during the gameplay and during the stream. I'll update that periodically, okay? In addition to all of that, if you guys look at the top of the stream, all right, today the cheering has reset. It's the weekly reset of the cheering leaderboard. So it's everyone's fair game. So far, I think only 3 or 4 people have cheered. So it's fair game for you to very easily get up there on the top of the cheering leaderboard for the week. Okay, guys? So, thank you to everyone for all of your support. You know, no matter what it is, I'm incredibly appreciated. You guys got me to where I am. You guys continuously keep me relevant. You love the stuff I do. I love doing what I love, doing what I do for a living. You know, thank you for all of that positivity. It's my 10-year anniversary this month. Can you believe it? 10 freaking years I've been doing this. And 7 years I've been doing it for a job. Pretty damned amazing, right? So thanks for everything. I know we can get over this shitty roadblock of nonsense with YouTube and move forward positively. So thank you, everybody. Okay. All right, that's it. Let's now continue on. Let's go ahead and do shout-outs for those who have contributed. All right, let's give credit where credit is due on the stream, everybody. Let me scroll all the way down here. And first of all, got to give shout-outs to people who contributed overnight. That's right, when I was not even streaming. When I wasn't broadcasting, there's some people who keep me in in mind when I'm not broadcasting. I think that's pretty amazing, okay? All right, so let's continue, guys. So first of all, thank you to Freddie Bosley, who cheered and said, please make my Monday morning good and play Dragon Quest. Well, Freddie Bosley, I apologize. I'm not playing Dragon Quest today, but tomorrow and Thursday. So even though you're not getting your wishes today, you're going to get it twice this week. So 8+ hours of Dragon Quest this week. Hopefully that will satiate your JRPG appetites. And honestly, I am craving the game as well. Like, I really like it. But at the same time, I've got to basically, you know, space everything out so it makes sense. And right now, Spider-Man is the hotness of the week, right? So keep playing this at least today until we take a break tomorrow. Fair enough? I hope you find that that's a fair compromise. All right. Big Bumbling Black Man cheered. Thank you very much. Infinite 55 did a 100-bit cheer. He says, while I was walking through my university library, I happened upon someone who was actually watching your Spider-Man playthrough. It truly is a small world. I'm not exactly sure that watching my playthroughs during in a library is a good idea. I'm not exactly the most quiet guy when I game. I'm just saying. It was probably incredibly loud. Oh, by the way, I should show you guys something cool. Hold on. So, yesterday, I realized, man, I gotta wash my mug. You know, I have the mug that I drink water out of here every day on stream. Man, I need to wash it. So I put it in the dishwasher. I'm like, man, what mug should I use for this week? You know, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is the perfect mug. The Venom mug. Everyone remember this one from unboxing of Loot Crate that I did years ago? Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I said, how pertinent to use the Venom mug during the Spider-Man playthrough, right? So you'll see me drinking water out of this over the course of the next several days. It's not exactly the easiest mug to drink out of because it's like kind of bent towards the center. So unlike a normal mug that's just flat, it's kind of bent, so you like, you can spill all over yourself. I gotta be careful when I drink from it. Also, the handle is his tongue, and it's kind of a weirdly shaped handle, so you gotta kind of like be careful when you hold it. But you'll see me drinking from the Venom mug. How appropriate for Spider-Man, which I'm playing this week, right? Pretty cool. I remembered I had that. I was like, oh crap, that'll be fun to do this week. Okay. So anyway, back on topic. Yeah, you know, small world that you would run into someone who was watching my playthrough, but I don't think watching it in a library is a very good idea. Okay. Shout out to Orazio, who tipped me $1 and says, I've been following you from Italy on YouTube for almost 8 years. Thank you for bringing me joy and fun in these years. Well, thank you, Orazio. First of all, YouTube, not Twitch. You heard what he said, right? So this is a longtime viewer who's been watching my DSPGaming channel for 8 years. That's amazing. And it's good to hear. You know, I had a lot of worries earlier this year that my DSPGaming channel was going to go away. You know, it had been erroneously suspended by YouTube for spam, which is complete bullshit. I did nothing wrong. I didn't spam anything. YouTube fucking sucks. And again, made another error that screwed me over for a few days there. But the thing is, as I've told you guys, regardless of the fact that YouTube screws me over on a regular basis, changes things, you know, suspends my ads, demonetizes my videos, and the fact that I'm now making probably about 1/3 as much as I used to make on YouTube on a daily basis, I'm still going to continue to upload videos there. There's a dedicated fan base of people who watch me on a regular basis, and it's awesome that they do. But what I have to ask, and I've said this before on YouTube and I'll say it again, is that if you are someone who exclusively watches my stuff on YouTube, if you're watching this pre-stream right now on YouTube, and you only watch my playthroughs on YouTube, please, guys, if you can, please go above and beyond in any way, whether it means pledging to my Patreon, checking out my Teespring, tipping me, which I now put the tips link in the description of all of my videos. I need the support because YouTube is so bad at this point. I'm making almost nothing. Even the Spider-Man playthrough, if you look at the Spider-Man playthrough, views are not insanely good, you know, at any point yet, but they're decent for a new game. I'm making next to nothing on this playthrough. I'm not even kidding you. And it's not that I've been demonetized or whatever. YouTube just doesn't pay anymore. You know, they don't. It's terrible. The amount of money I'm making on a daily basis is a fucking joke. To the point where I am very heavily leaning on outside support, in particular from people who are here live on streams and the like. So, you know, please, if you're a YouTube exclusive viewer, please consider contributing in another way because the ad revenue ain't doing it anymore, okay? But anyway, thank you, Orazio, for that cheer. I definitely appreciate that. And, for the cheer, for the tip, excuse me. I appreciate that very much. Now we're going to move on to people who contributed during today's stream. Okay, we start off with Popsicolo, who resubbed to the channel for the 22nd month in a row, almost reaching his 24-month anniversary. He says, ooh, my spider sense is tingling, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ripley Atomic cheered, and he says, the story of Shadow of the Tomb Raider is actually supposed to be very good. At the end of the day, isn't that what's important? I mean, yes and no. If the story's great, that's great, but if it means there's 25 hours of incredibly boring, sneaking bullshit gameplay that you've played in the last 2 Tomb Raider games and it's no fucking different, you know what I mean? Do I want to waste 25 hours of stream time on something that's not entertaining to my viewers? On the flip side, maybe the game is better. Maybe they improved it and it's not more of the same, but I wouldn't know, okay? Shout out to a spicy fart, what a name, who cheered and he asked the following. He says, for future releases, would you be willing to co-op if we send you our gamer tags? I asked this yesterday but didn't mean to derail the chat. It depends on the game. If there is a game that seems to lend itself to multiplayer co-op, I would say yes. However, you got to understand that I am very apprehensive about it because of trolling and shitty stuff that's happened to me over the years. People being dicks to me, basically. It all depends. Like, I would be curious what games you would be interested in co-oping with me if you wanted to co-op, okay? Because I don't just put people on my friends list anymore. You know, I used to do that, and then my friends list would be completely overflowing with people, and I barely ever put anyone's on my friends list anymore. But there are a few people who I co-op with every once in a while. So people like Brian Daniil, people like Kekken, who join me once in a while for stuff. And in fact, we've been talking a little bit about Popsicolo joining me later this year for the Fallout 76 co-op playthrough, so we may already be, like, have a full team for that. I'm not sure. Depends on who's playing or whatever. But if there is opportunity for co-op, I'm always open. It's just, you know, what would it be? Would it fit into my schedule? Is it a new game that needs co-op? See what I mean? These are all discussions we can have when a co-op game arises. I don't necessarily look ahead months and say, oh yeah, in 2 months, there's a game that may have co-op. Let me add people to my friends list now. I don't do that kind of stuff. So it's not out of the question. If you're ever interested in it, you can email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Let me know, oh, you know, Phil, I'm going to play this game on PS4 or this game on this console. I'm curious if you're interested in co-op or whatever. And then I would consider it, okay? All right, fair enough. Thank you to Porco Barata, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you for the sub, Porco Barata. Very nice. T-Dubs cheered. He says, just some feedback, Phil. I feel like Tomb Raider is the perfect new downtime game to play later in the year or early next year. The hype of ending the trilogy later in the year sounds good as opposed to squeezing it in now. Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what my main game is going to be from now till the end of the month, because the only other new games outside of Tomb Raider are this Transference game, which is supposed to be some kind of unique survival horror, but I have no idea how it's going to translate into a good playthrough. I have no idea. Then we've got Ask the King, which will be a mainstream. We've got my 10th anniversary event, which will be one whole day, right? We've got on the next episode of The Walking Dead, which is going to end up being probably a nighttime stream. We've got Life is Strange 2, which I don't know what that's going to be because we don't know how long that first episode is going to be. And outside of all that, that's really it. Besides me starting up Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, which is not going to be like a main featured stream every day. It'll be maybe every other day or twice a week, something like that. I'm going to continue on with Dragon Quest, but again, that's not something that's going to bring in viewers. So when you really look at all the stuff, it's like, man, you know, there's going to be some big major gaps during the daytime. What do I play? Maybe Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the answer for that, right? Because I know Spider-Man isn't a super long game, and after playing it 2 more main streams plus that nighttime stream this week, I probably will be very close to the end of it. So I don't think it's going to be much longer to beat Spider-Man, and then what else is going to take the place of it? I don't know. So that's what I was kind of thinking, is maybe Shadow of the Tomb Raider would take its place, and then we could balance that with other stuff until the first week of October when things really light up with new releases. So, all right. Let's continue on. Shout out to, let's see here. Grazy Dream did 100-bit cheers, and he was the one who said, sorry, I can only give cheers, hope this helps. No, it absolutely does, Grazy Dream. Even though the fact that, you know, I really do need your support via tips right now is the main thing. I mean, if you can only support in another way, please, you know, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm just saying, you know, in the serious situation I'm in, if at all you can tip, please do, but other methods are definitely appreciated as well, okay? All right, shout out to Horace DG, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Horace DG. I appreciate that. I received an anonymous $4 tip. Okay, thank you for that, whoever that is. I will now go ahead and put you up on the leaderboard as the top tipper for today. And in fact, oops. I also want to put Grazy Dream up there as the top cheerer for today. The 100-bit cheer. Thanks both of you for your contributions. By the way, I will update the sub count soon. Let's finish with shout outs first, and then I'll try to update it, okay? Okay. Shout out to, oh my god. I just clicked on my stream chat by accident. Fuck. Oh my god. Stop there. Oh my god, dude. That was bad. My stream chat was all messed up. Okay. Shout out to Porco Barata, who did a 25-bit cheer and says, don't worry, here comes 10 more years of great content. All right. Well, thank you very much for that supportive message. Shout out to Eternal Napalm, who cheered, says, I don't understand why you receive scathing hate. You're the best streamer on Twitch. Keep it up and keep the success rolling. All you need to do is watch the ridiculous things that people say. You know, some of the insane stuff that people actually believe that's not true about me at all. You know, and the funny thing is, a lot of people say, well, Phil has financial problems and he asks for you know, support every stream. That's true, I do. It's called advertisement, and every streamer does it, except for the huge guys who don't have to, because the stuff just rolls in naturally for them. But I only do it on the pre-stream. You never really hear me interrupting gameplay and saying, oh, please do this or do this, you know what I mean? And then we're right into the game, and then it's full-time, you know, enjoying games. But outside of that, most of the other criticisms you hear about me that people hate me for aren't true. It's just people taking stuff out of context and people exaggerating to try to make me a negative meme on the internet rather than actually coming to the streams and watching and seeing what it actually is. But I want to say thanks to all of you who do actually come to the streams and hang out with me, you know, and have fun with me, rather than just believing the nonsense that people say, okay? All right. Let's continue on. Shout out to Bradley, who tipped me $10. Hold on a second here. Stupid phone. All right, I'm going to read Bradley's message, and then I'll get back to the stupid phone is screwing up here, too. Bradley tipped me $10. He says, hey, Phil, longtime lurker. Sorry I can't give more, but I know that what it's like to have money issues, not fun. Kept me in a dark place till I managed to turn things around. Hope it all works out for you, and thanks for the entertaining content. All right, thank you very much to Bradley for the $10 tip. I appreciate that very much. You are the top tipper for today. So let's go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard. Very, very much appreciated. Again, the tips are helping me more than anything. That's no exaggeration. That will go straight to bills later today. So thank you. Now we got someone with a name. These names, I think people are just really trying to troll. The guy's name is Delicious Trouser Snake. Guess what? I can't put that up on the leaderboard. So even though technically you're the top cheerer with 125 bits, I can't put that on the leaderboard. You gotta change your name, dude. And you should know better. You know Twitch isn't gonna like that stuff, alright? But anyway, he cheered and he says, have I ever seen a UFO? No, I've not seen a UFO. I've never seen anything paranormal. I've never seen anything alien. Never have I had any of those kind of experiences. Okay? Shout out to Prank Black, who did a 4-month resub. Thank you very much for 4 months of ongoing support, Prank Black. That is very much appreciated. I do appreciate that very much. Porgo Barada cheered and says, I'm actually sad to hear you may skip Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I loved your other Tomb Raider playthroughs. All right, well, you know, fair enough. And Porco, like I said earlier, this really is it's kind of a 50-50 split. It seems to me that half the people want me to play Tomb Raider for various reasons. They want to see for themselves if it's any good. They know that I was very critical of the last Tomb Raider and that I'm going to be honest about this one. And a lot of people are on the fence and want to see me play it before they decide if they want to buy it. On the flip side, some people are just so convinced this game's going to be a boring waste of time, they don't want me to play it at all and want me to see me do other stuff. So I can understand the split. I really do. I understand the dichotomy, right? The split. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I will think about it this week and make a determination by the end of the week what I'm going to do, okay? Crazy Dream just did a 126-bit cheer and says, well, the problem has been resolved. There you go. So, Crazy Dream is now the top cheerer, legit. And we don't have to worry about the trouser snake dilemma. Okay, then. All right. So now, guys, before we continue, what I would like to do is actually check the sub count. We're up to 1,023 subs. Just a reminder that it was Tutankhamun who came in here over the last week and gifted a ridiculous amount of subscriptions, which is why they're so high up there. And honestly, that's why we're doing the Halloween events, because he was so generous. So anyone who has a gifted sub, and, you know, you haven't had a chance, if you do see Tutankhamun in the stream, I don't know if we will, because he actually told me he would not be coming by as often anymore. But if we do happen to see him, give him a shout-out, give him a thank you. You know, and it's pretty awesome that everyone has the ability to enjoy these fun Spider-Man emotes and everything during the time I'm playing the game. Pretty neat, right? All right. What I'd like to do is a couple things. First of all, let's give a shout-out to the top cheerers so far. As I said, the leaderboard reset. So, the top 10 cheerers of the week, which actually, if you can believe it, we do have 10. We've got T-Dubs in 10th, and tied with Big Bumbling Black Man for 10th place. Then Ripley Atomic in 8th. A Spicy Fart in 7th. A triple tie for 6th between Porco, Tazariel, and Eternal Napalm. Infinite's in 4th. Ripley Atomic's in 3rd. Delicious Trouser Snake is in 2nd. And Crazy Dream in 1st place. Very nice. Ripley Atomic just cheered 90 bits and said, dedicating this to your boy Jermaine since he only has 25 bits left. Well, there you go. Dedication to your boy Jermaine. A shout out for him. There you go. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to talk about before we get started. You know what? Let's take this opportunity before we end the pre-stream, which I'm about to do, to give a special shout-out thank you to the patrons. The patrons currently are nominating their favorite moments of my 10-year legacy for that upcoming retrospective event this month. They're still voting on the Patron's Choice game, which right now in the lead is Phoenix Wright. And they're currently nominating indie games for an upcoming indie games event that's going to take place sometime in October. All right. So thank you guys for all of your support, and special shout out to these patrons from the month of August. Okay, it appears we have a couple last-minute shout-outs. We've got Tazariel, who cheered and says, I can't hang around for the gameplay because I don't want to be spoiled, but have a killer day. Thank you very much, Tazariel. Maybe you'll swing by later tonight for Dark Souls 3. Okay? Okay, and shout out to Prank Black, I misspoke, who did a 400-bit cheer and says, here, take my Jack Ryan bits. Very nice. If you don't know what he's talking about, there was a promotion that Amazon/Twitch was doing earlier this week. Well, last week, actually, I should say. Whoa, what happened here? And the promotion was if you are a Amazon Video / Amazon Prime subscriber and you watch episode 1 of Jack Ryan, you get 400 bits. So, I think everyone pretty much did it. And the show ain't bad either. So, thank you for the cheer. I appreciate that. Also, shout out to Brad Spacey 93, who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Alright, guys. So that is it for the pre-stream. Another short one, which means more Spider-Man gameplay. More Spider-Man action, which I'm okay with. You know, I'm loving the game. Let's jump right into Spider-Man, right? Thank you guys very much for all the contributions on pre-stream. Again, final reminder, the best way to support me today is to tip me. Tipping me is huge help right now for the next 5 or so days until I finally get paid by Twitch. I'm incredibly, nervous about the situation. I hope that I can get through it. It's been your support that's gotten me this far, so hopefully I can get past this and, then we don't have to worry about it no more, right? Yes, Hardy Buck, I remember. Hardy Buck just cheered. He says, remember when you put the word voyeur into 2 of the titles of your videos? Excuse me, and then they got demonetized. Yeah, I remember that. In fact, I almost get the feeling that my Street Fighter V videos, that's why they're getting demonetized now. I'm saying Street Fighter V, oh no, fighting in the streets, that's not allowed. That's like bum fights. Let's demonetize this video. Which is stupidity. But it is what YouTube does these days. I don't know what else to say, right? Okay, thank you guys. Let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin with Spider-Man.